Dakotah,
Myro,
what's up, my guy?
let's take off this. What's going on?
Life is good, man. I'm excited for this session here. I'm about to share your mirror effect worksheet with you, so we'll document the whole thing. I got a worksheet, haha. But I'm curious about how you've been since our last talk because we had some breakthroughs.
Yes. Um, Last time we talked, you're referring to the group coaching call that we had.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right. So this is a pretty emotional, emotional talk for me. Even though I showed up late in like the last 20 to 10 minutes, I had a breakthrough. And lately, I've been getting advice from my mentor at my job about going back to school. And me personally, the type of person that just go, and I don't worry about like other people's validation. I don't care about what other people's limitations, and if they say, oh, he doesn't have a degree, he can't be a marketer. I don't care about people's limitations when I say, oh, he's too young, he's 22 years old. What can he teach me about? I don't care about any of that. I'm not the type of person. I'm very fearless in every aspect of my life.
Oh,
My mentor is more grounded in reality, I'd say, which is good to have an opposing person to, I guess, clash with my rosy-eyed ideals. If you say like I'm
oh,
a visionary, he's more like, dude, get this, set your foundation, and let it happen slowly. I'm like, go. So he's planting the idea in my head of going back to school, and it just wasn't resonating with me. And when we got on the phone, I realized that me having a foundation is not who I am. Or having a foundation like based on like school to have other people validate my value. That's not who I am. It's not who I am. And you should never let other people's limitations decide what you do if you already believe in yourself. So I decided that I was thinking about, enrolling back in school, like, it'll take business, it'll help me out in my job and help me out in my business. But in reality, the only thing it'll help me out with is just getting a piece of paper. Like, and like when I connect with people, like, he's got a degree. Oh, that's cool. Okay. But like you were saying, like when went to college, there's not one person that would take the time out to listen to your sales calls and be like, oh, this is what you could do better, this is what you can't do better. It's classes and a lot of people that just going to class for a piece of paper. And I'm not knocking it, but I know that's not me. It's not me. Like,
yeah.
I'm
Do,
more of
do you,
a,
kn- yeah. Do you know of any successful people who got where they are without getting a degree?
um, entrepreneur wise,
Hmm. Like Mark Zuckerberg is a dropout. Bill Gates is one.
true. Yeah. I don't know any personally, but yeah, like, there's
I,
definitely a lot of
like that. Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
that's my point, right? Like it's there's plenty of evidence that what you want to do is possible without that. But it's
Yeah.
good. So the reason I thought this specific conversation we're about to have right now is going to be super valuable for you because your way of grounding and foundation when it comes from your purpose and like your higher calling, um, that's kind of, I don't know, man. That's how I live my life, and it's it's not playing it safe. I think safety implies it implies that the world is scary and dangerous, and I just don't believe that. I actually believe that the universe is friendly, and
Right.
all that good stuff. And I also too, I want to share with you. So like, you're gonna be in the same position one day. You know, you're gonna have a family one day, and like, you know, moms and dads, like they're wired to protect their children. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to this mentor or anybody that like my sort of family in Kansas City here, my other family, right? They always told me, like, you know, just play it safe and keep it simple and pay your bills, because they don't they're coming from, I don't want you to suffer. They're coming from, I don't want you to get hurt. They're coming
Yeah.
from, you know, and that's cool. But it's same with our subconscious, right? Like the same things that are keeping us small inside are those same things. So like, I don't want you to get hurt again. I don't want you to, you know, like basically it's the survival mechanism. And the
Right.
thing is with staying in survival, it's not thriving. That's it. And so, um, yeah, I don't think you called on this planet to keep it safe in the same way that a ship isn't built to stay at the harbor and with the anchor planted right there, you know? And I was thinking about this concept of being, you know, grounded and rooted in foundation and stuff like that. And the way I see it, bro, is I'm a cruise ship. You know what I mean? I'm fucking unstoppable, and I'm flowing. So
Got you. That's what I'm about too. I resonate with that. I feel like that's why, like, you know, this relationship is just works out really well, because you understand the spiritual side of things and the business, and they're one and the same coin.
yeah, man. So we're about to enter
Wait, one
a
second.
sacred. Okay, go ahead.
Um, on the main screen, it just has your face. I don't know if you want to show the actual video.
Oh,
That's what it's showing on my screen.
go tap to gallery view on Zoom.
Yeah.
You should be able to see both of our faces, or at least this. Does this work?
Oh, now it's on the spotlight version. I
Okay, cool.
understand for recording. I was like, it's gonna just show the picture the whole time.
Gotcha. Cool. Oh yeah, so that's right. We talked about recording the session. So yeah, we're recording, and just to be clear, we have permission to, if this is gold for other people, valuable, to share this content.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Thank you. I almost forgot, actually. Dude, so yeah, we're going to enter the mirror effect, which is the method that will help you create your relationship with your ideal client, your avatar, and who you're meant to serve. And when you have that connection and understanding on a really deep level, your why, then it's kind of like, once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it will get you energized, you get you in the flow, and you feel motivated to take massive action. And also too, other people's, you know, ideas and thoughts are not going to penetrate your mind, because you're going to be rooted and grounded in your purpose and your why. So I'm very excited for this, dude, because from this place, anything is possible. I'm pumped. All right, so I'm going to shut up and dive right into the exercise. I'm going to show you my worksheet. I just shared it with you. I call it the mirror effect, and you'll see why in the end. It's kind of a you'll see. Kind of a cliffhanger. It's just gonna keep it as that. So I named yours Dakotah's. All right. So, Dakotah, who do you serve?
Introverted coaches.
And why does that matter to you, serving introverted coaches?
I used to struggle a lot as an introvert when I was younger, and I was in high school when I was trying to start my first business, and it affected how I ran my business, and I didn't reach out to enough people, and it was a really painful time in my life, actually. So I was actively going to school, and had 2 part-time jobs, while learning how to do um, video production and multimedia production, and while mentoring under a company. And it was all for no at the end because I wasn't reaching out to enough people. So set me back a lot.
How did that affect you, not reaching out to people?
I mean, I didn't make any money. I didn't get any gigs besides the company I was mentoring under. And it sucks. It really sucked because it's something that I was like really passionate about, and I'm still passionate about, like video production and multimedia production. So it was, yeah, it just sucks really.
Okay, so you want to serve introverted coaches because when you were younger, you were having a painful experience, essentially not connecting with people, and as a result, you had no opportunities and no, also limit like no money, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
And why does that matter to you?
I who I serve is really is some version of me, and it was so painful for me that if I had the solution for that, I wouldn't want people to go through that pain. By helping other people, I'm actually helping me, and that's what I want to do. I feel like my life should be, if based on anything, helping other people and serving other people, and I really base my life around that, like just helping other people. I think that is the coolest. That's the coolest thing in the world, honestly. Like the definition of cool to me is helping other people be cooler. So
Yeah, I love that. The definition of cool is helping other people be cooler.
I feel like the world would be a better place if everybody just served other people and what they're the best at, or what they have personal experience, extensive personal experience with. And if the world's a better place, then eventually that's going to come to me because I'm going to feel the effects of that when I walk down the street. People are going to be happier, right? People are going to be more filled with love. There's going to be less pain in the world, more healing. So that's like yeah, it's business,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not. It's not. It's a calling. So yeah.
And helping others be cooler, right? Um, Meaning helping others. Why is that important to you?
Cause same thing. Like because of my struggle, I don't think it's cool to have a failing relationship. I don't think it's cool to fail and give up on your dreams and have to be set back and get dismissed from college and quit both your jobs for your passion and put in all those hours of work that I was doing, no sleep, just to have nothing to show for it. I don't think that's cool. So, I mean, I lost a lot of time with my family, friends. I didn't go out. But what? Just have a hole. Right? Relationship didn't work. Like, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's painful. It's just painful, honestly. I'm like, still letting go of it now. Yeah, we did a lot of work on that when we first started working together, and it helped me out a lot. So I feel like I'm in a happier place, and that's kind of the reason why I started the vlogs. Really like that. Really the core of me creating this business and really being authentically myself is multimedia production is still my passion. And after working with you, like it reawakened that, and I think it's the coolest thing in the world. Like just to be able to help people through reflecting on what's going on in my personal life and my business. So that's coming back into fruition, and that love is just coming back. So
yeah. I see you lighting up when you talk about the core of it being multimedia production, and yeah, that I can see you lighting up when you talk about that.
Yeah, that's it. Like in the program I'm creating right now, like a lot of it well, if you guys take online courses, like normally, like they don't have like music in the background or like cool graphics and stuff like that, and like that's part of the thing that I like. Like I'm adding my own style to it, how I talk. It's not so formal. It's like literally like person talking to person, and it's just me. It's got music in it too, you know what I'm saying? Some cool smooth jazz. You know what I'm saying? You don't just gotta look at a business program and just be like I have to listen. Like, no, I make it interesting. Like I'm talking, I'm not just like, you guys gotta click the face. Like, no, none of that. Like I'm talking exactly how I'm talking now, and that's how I'm gonna show up in all aspects of my business. Like I just love it. So
Yeah, that sounds like self-expression to me.
yeah.
Yeah. What is why is that why is that important to you to have that?
Um I didn't, okay, as an introvert, a part of my journey was like, I didn't talk until the ninth grade. So from the ninth grade under, I was just writing like a lot of poetry. So I feel like, and I was fine. Like I didn't feel lonely. I didn't talk to anybody really, but poetry helped me with, when I look back on it, that was my form of expression. And I was really good at it. When people read my book, I guess if you're a poet, like you get choked up when people read your book. You get a little scared. You're like, give me this back. But they would be like, oh my god, like this is amazing. Like it's like you don't even talk. Like, but this is dope. And it was my form of expression. When I was in the
Good.
back of the class, not talking to anybody, like I would just write for like really write. I'll do the math problem real quick. I'm in math class, do a math problem, get 100 on my test, and right after I'm done, I got my poetry book right beside it. I'm just writing 24/7. Like I fill books up all day. So
Wow.
that's really important to me because it was, I feel like I was healing without and expressing myself without even knowing it as an introvert. Like I didn't need that too much communication because I was always like being very self-aware, writing out my thoughts and express myself through poetry. So self-expression is, I say it's a spark for my journey.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've never known that you didn't talk until ninth grade.
Yeah. It usually, but yeah, I guess I don't talk about it a lot, like in the group coaching calls, because, we're talking about business, so it doesn't pop up. But in conversations, usually when I do interviews, that always pops up. That's one of the first thing that pops up. Because it's kind of crazy. Like, and I have like, like a lot of friends that can testify for me, like me just sitting in the back of class like this. Like I don't know. I feel like that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
When I look back on it, like during it, I was like, I'm just me. I'm pretty chill. But
Wow.
when I said I didn't talk, I don't literally mean I was a mute. Like, if you would say something to me, obviously I would respond. But I would respond really, really slow and just in a chill way. But it just wasn't common. Like you'll see me, like I feel like the average words one person will hear me talk is like 10 words a day.
And now you're doing vlogs, like showing your life, turning it into
So
a picture.
now I'm doing Facebook Lives every day, doing vlogs every day, and posting content on Facebook, like text, telling stories every single day. So it's a big gap that I've filled, I'll say.
Yeah. So I asked you, who do you serve? You said introverted coaches. Why does it matter to you? You said it's painful not to be able to reach out to people and have no money and no opportunity. And also you shared with me how you miss time with family, with friends. And you discovered that's the coolest thing, that helping others is the coolest thing. And then you're going to help others be cool by helping others. And you told me that's all important because it matters to you because you didn't want to lose quality time of living and spending time with loved ones, really. And And through that process, somewhere you discovered multimedia production and your way of self-expression. And that's important to you because when you were essentially in ninth grade, up until then, you were doing poetry. That was your way of putting your only outlet to express yourself fully.
Yep.
And you found that self-expression was healing.
Definitely.
Why is that healing important to you? Why does that matter? Why does the whole thing matter?
Actually, I realized within the past year, I've gotten into soul numerology, which is like life path numbers and things like that. And part of my purpose is reflection, like taking chunks of data, reading a lot or going through a lot of programs and experiences, and putting that data all together and reflecting it and giving it to the world through visual media. That is exactly what my life path number says. And it's crazy that I was doing that during that time, ninth grade and under, because I was experiencing, I was going through school and I was just always in my thoughts and just a very observant person. Usually like a lot of introverts are, like very observant, pay attention to like details. So everything I'm reflecting on, I listen to like a lot of music. Actually, like usually when I write, I'll listen to music. Like at lunchtime, I didn't really eat. I just pop my earplugs in and I just write poetry. But I didn't realize that the poetry I was writing, as I'm listening to people talk and they're telling their stories. So I'm reflecting what I'm learning, listening to their stories. And I was aligned with my life path number at such a young age, and I had no idea what that was. Yeah. So now when I look back at it and I'm coming back, that's where the vlogs come in. I'm doing essentially the same thing. I'm doing it within a business though. And that solves the problem of like being not in alignment. And it also helps with my introverted side taken away from the business. And it also solves the problem of me being able to connect with people because all my family like watches my vlogs and they're like love it. Like my grandfather like watches like like every single day, and he's like, just telling me how dope it is, and I'm like, I'm keeping that connection with my family, communicating more because by me practicing talking and practicing on Facebook Live every day, when I am in normal day-to-day conversation where I'm talking with who I'm dating or I'm talking to my family, it's a lot easier because I'm practicing it essentially, and I'm also looking at myself be not introverted. Look at me open my mouth and say something, and it's dope. Like, it's cool because I'm reflecting. I'm not just reflecting like, oh, I think this. Like, I'm reflecting based on the books I'm reading. So I'm also giving value at the same time. It just solves so much problems. And I didn't consciously think, oh, I'm going to do this, so solve this, and all these problems. I literally just was like, I looked at my like soul numerology numbers, and I was like, I just started meditating on them and visualizing like, what would my life look like if I was in alignment with this? And this is what came to fruition.
Yeah, you're doing it. Dude, it's so fascinating because just to reflect that in all of this journey, you were sharing how there was no opportunity and also no money, right? And now you're basically just sharing your life fully expressed as you are connected with family, as you're connected with your friends and your girlfriend and loved ones. You're sharing the whole process, sharing the lessons. And there's an aspect of this is the opportunity. You can make money as a result of this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes. I think that's
got it.
That's going to be part of your major definite purpose, right? Helping people like living their lives fully expressed and have the opportunity in the process. Yeah.
Yes, to have an opportunity to help other people and make money through reflecting and helping others. And at the same time, make the transformation that I made for myself, which is why I specialize in working with introverted coaches, because I've been from literally like almost being mute to how I am now. And I've also been like, I had the problem with business failing because I wasn't reaching out to enough people, to now talking to 20 new different people every day, being able to post content consistently every day and showing my face and just being myself. Like that's a big jump.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's amazing. And the ripple of that is going to be really beautiful. Cool. So I'm going to test this. So let's see if we can take this a level deeper even, or if we're there. Maybe we're there. But it's been so you said you serve introverted coaches because it's been painful not to be able to reach out to people, not to connect, not to have money or opportunity. And you found it's cool to help people and help others to have a happier life and suffer less, essentially. The cost of how it affected you not being able to connect with people as you failed at relationships. You got dismissed from college, you had no sleep and nothing to show for it. And when you were reflecting what's really going on, you found a way to express yourself through the reflection. And it was a healing process, actually. And now you found that there's actually an opportunity in that healing process. And then you can make money with it and you can help others. Right now, it's helping others make those connections. And soon that will lead to money and other opportunities as well. So why does all of that matter to you?
I just want to be, at the end of the day, the best me that I could be. And it's really simple, but it's just all about like optimizing for my specific life purpose, and everybody's life purpose is different. But for my life path, and I feel like doing this is the way to do it, because I'm running a business through reflecting and helping others in the process, being open about my journey. Doesn't matter if you're a stranger, if you have family, your friends, doesn't matter. Like, I'm being open. I think that's, you have, how do you describe this? Like, I don't want to say it's love, because you don't have to love somebody or love the world to do this. I feel like it's more, that's a peace thing, really. Like, being that open to just share your journey with other people. I feel that's an old teacher, sensei type of thing. Like, just sharing, because that's what life is. Like, I am the result of people, my ancestors, reflecting and optimizing their life. That's why I am the way I am. That's why I have the beard the way I have it. That's why I have my eyebrows cut. That's why I got braids and I'm growing my hair. That's why I got my watch. I got to tell the time so I know what time to get up so I can work out and meditate. That's why I got the sweater. Like, that's why everything. So I'm living.
Boom. So something interesting comes up in this, like just the importance of like the soul numerology, your life path number, how that has affected you in discovering that, and like as a tool of reflection and optimizing. I think that's a big gift that you now can share with others too, right? Have you thought about including that in your business, helping people get clear on their soul path number?
Yeah. I'm thinking about incorporating that into my first coaching call. We go over the soul numerology numbers and we put it all in a file. And I teach them how I used it to meditate over the past year and to be able to be aligned, because when you're aligned with what you're supposed to do, life is so much easier. Ninth grade under life was really easy. Of course you're a kid, nothing hard actually goes on, at least people say. But I
Yeah,
was,
so I've seen this with like some of the most successful solo business coaches that help with self-expression, which is like what your thing is. They will have all have like a self-awareness type test or something, and what they do is they'll basically instantly be able to teach you something about yourself that you didn't know. And so it's creating this scenario where it's like massive value, because once you have self-awareness, it's never going to go away. You know, it's something that you can't unsee once you have it. And then two, it puts you in a powerful position because you already know your client better than they know themselves as they're having that breakthrough with you. So it's a really great starting point of then moving together from there, right, to consistently, you know, become more and stay more aligned with accountability and your support and expressing their soul path.
cannot agree more, because I feel like the more and more aligned I get with it, the more aligned, like everything around me is much easier, making more money and making more connections that are aligned with who I actually am. Like, I'm a high vibrational being. And I'm starting to attract that in my business and outside my business. So it's like the relationships around me are changing through me being more, just acknowledging that, okay, now I know my life path. It's not, I consciously meditate on it because I do a lot of mindset stuff every day. But just acknowledging it itself, when I first wrote it down, like, oh, like, wow, like this is my journey. Immediately, like I felt a big change and a big shift in what I was attracted to and what I wasn't.
It's so funny. I was just at an event in San Diego like a few days ago, and I met somebody who walked me through my life path number and told me that it was about partnership and trust. And my lesson in life is to trust, you know, learn to trust myself, and then helping others to learn to trust themselves. And so that's what people tell me all the time. Like, yeah, I trust myself. I can do this.
What's your life path number? I'm curious. Do you know? Okay.
It's a 2-5.
2-5.
So like 7.
Oh, my life path 7 too.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Because what you just said, I was like, wait, that's my thing. Like, I read the same thing. Like, it's to learn to trust and help others trust themselves. Like, be open. Like, it was like we were originally going to do this live. And for that to be a thing, like, you have to really be open to helping other people, watching your own transformation.
Yeah, man. And I did the same thing that you're doing too. You know, I did live videos where I did the fear challenge, where it was literally like doing the most uncomfortable thing and telling people exactly what it was and why it was uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it takes a special kind of person like you and me to do these kinds of things.
Definitely.
Very good, man.
Yeah.
So now let's go to, this is fun, fantastic, and amazing. We're going to jam on this forever because, you know, you're in my program. That's awesome. And for this exercise to be like 100% valuable for you, who is that slice of cake, right? That slice of the world that only you, that your whole life experience is uniquely sort of designed for, that you can have the most impact on. You know what I mean? I mean, of course you can reach everybody and everybody needs these lessons, but there's a few, right, kinds of people that you will impact the most just because of everything that you've gone through. Who are those people?
I'd say introverted coaches that also deal with social anxiety and are struggling in their relationships. Not just like romantic relationships, like their relationships in general, like with family, friends, and their significant others. Because it has a big effect on your business, relationships, and your personal relationships. How well can you maintain your social battery when you're reaching out to 20 people? At the end of the day, do you want to talk to your friends? Do you want to hang out with your friends on the weekend? Do you have time to go? Do you feel like going to family social events after you've been like reaching out to like 20 different people a day? Or it could be vice versa. And now you're losing cash flow because you're not reaching out to people, and you're spending time with your family and friends, but you just don't feel like, or you just feel dead because you've drained your social battery. So what's gonna fail today, or what's gonna hurt? Having no cash in the bank, or having no friends and your family doesn't think you care, and your significant other doesn't feel appreciated. Balancing those two as an introvert, like it's difficult. It's difficult. Like the answer is really simple, and that I discovered meditation, and it's in my program. But to come to that was very painful for me. Like, it was the most painful time in my life, and for a few years, my main driving force for actually making this big transformation was pain. Every time I felt pain, I knew, oh, okay, it's time to read a new book and it's time to figure things out. And that sucked. Like, when I say it sucked, like, you guys like don't understand. Like, I'm gonna tell my story like eventually, but just the emotional pain, like, yeah, I wouldn't want other people to go through that. Like, yeah.
What's the painful story that you have not shared yet?
Oh man.
I'm at your service, Dakotah.
I don't even know if I'm ready to really release that, but I feel like it's a result of me not talking to the ninth grade, and then I got into a relationship, and it's how it ended, because my inability to communicate was, yeah.
I feel you. I know we're pushing the envelope, so I just needed to see if, you know what I mean? I just needed to test it if there's a level we can go to, but it's totally perfect. You've come quite far.
Eventually, we will have to get into that. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Let's recap, okay? So the people that your unique experience has prepared you for to be fucking their hero, right? Is introverted coaches, and their struggle with social anxiety that shows up in their relationships, in their friend circle, and in their business. And if you had to, pick sort of a category, health, wealth, relationships, where would you start? I understand that you're working with you, it's going to help in all of the areas, but like, where would you start?
I start with wealth, I'd say, because I'm helping coaches. So all this affects your cash flow, right? Your ability to maintain yourself while running a business, maintain your social battery while running a business. So that's the health part of it. It's about you recognizing, oh, I'm starting to feel drained. Like, what do I have to do to not feel drained right now so I can continue reaching out to people? Or hug my wife at the end of the day, and call my mom and tell her, like, hey, what's going on? How you feeling? Right?
And specifically men, yeah? I feel like this, with your journey, like, especially the relationship portion of it, which you've really mastered. I think you offer a unique perspective that men will benefit more from than women could.
I feel like, before I tweaked to this niche, it was focused on men, but I feel like it's really based in a spiritual alignment, and that isn't like only for men, right?
Totally.
So I feel like it was popping up when you asked me, okay, what is that slice of people that will most benefit? The male was, it was coming up, but I feel like women would be introverted coaches that are females. And there's a lot of Facebook groups actually specifically geared toward introverted female entrepreneurs. So that's a common for them as well. And then there's also I don't want to sound sexist, but I know for females are less confrontational, so it's not a common thing. I feel like it's switching in the world now, but for females to be able to reach out confidently and start a conversation, usually like traditionally, I say it's the male is easier. You know, the male goes hunting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that sounds so sexist, but I feel like it would help women just the same as men, if not even more. That's the picture I'm trying to go for.
Totally. So what you're describing, I think, is just like the masculine energy versus feminine energy. Whereas
Yes,
masculine is like, go out there and go get it. Whereas feminine is more like bring him in and attract it coming in.
and nurturing.
Mm-hmm, nurturing.
And my program deals with actually helping both sides. Because I'm masculine and I'm feminine. Like I'm definitely both, and I've mixed the two, and I found that combination that is the source of really a very key core of the authentic charm method. It's a method, it's a tactic. That's the masculine side, the reaching out consistently. Then there's also the nurturing side of reaching out, but from a place of love, and it mixes those two together perfectly.
Yeah. So let's recap, Dakotah, because we only have a couple of minutes left. I want to make sure that you integrate the lesson and also tie it back to that problem you had with that mentor and about stability and everything else.
Right.
And there's another level of breakthrough. So I've created this, and there'll be more of this to come. I'm developing this program here that's exactly for this. And I think you saw a snippet of it when you hopped on our mentorship call, a mastermind call. Was it yesterday, right? Or was it Monday?
Monday. Yeah.
Hang on.
Clean your tabs.
I know, there's a lot going on, right? So this is the mirror effect. And this is it. Like, align yourself with your purpose, who you're meant to serve, so that you can finally add $100,000 to your business with fun and flow. So that's kind of my signature method. Obviously, you have yours, authentic charm. But in this is where we are in the process, right? Finding your why 7 layers deep, so you have the relationship to your soul aligned avatar. Not just knowing who they are, but like why that matters. This is where we're at. You feel like you're pretty clear on this?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. You check that one off. So this is who you're meant to serve. It's the coaches that are introverted, who have social anxiety. And then the authority model, which we talked about before, where you have your signature process and outcomes for those people. And then, okay, so one thing that we discovered on this, without you knowing it, is owning your one core emotion. Your one core emotion is the one thing that basically permeates through everything that you do. And so I heard you say peace. I heard you say expression. What do you feel is your one core emotion that is kind of a consistent throughout your journey? Just the first thing that comes up.
I feel like it's expression.
Yeah, I feel that too. So just note that as you create content, because then the other thing, the reason coaches get stuck and stay stuck and don't grow their business, because they don't sort of commit to a specific result that they accomplish for people. So basically they're saying that their stuff is so magical and amazing that it's unquantifiable. And that may or may not be true, but the analytical brain needs a specific result to justify making kind of a decision. So we kind of just need to figure out a milestone or a result that we can offer people, right? So whether it's find the love of your life, or make your first dollar online, or your first $10,000, or create your magnetic message, or create your first video, something, but like creating a specific result. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so when you speak to that specific result, you'll come from that core emotion. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you're fully express being yourself as you talk about what you do for people, then they will get both. They're like, wow, that's what I want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're already doing this. I just wanted to give it to you. So we'll title back. And here's the mirror effect. Your ideal client is you. Boom.
So true. So true. As we went through the questions, like the reason why I serve is because it's some version of me, either in the future or in my past or my present. Serving myself. By helping people, I'm serving myself. And I'm literally serving myself from a business standpoint. Like, it's deep. It's deep.
It is. It is, man.
And so is the name. Because your name is in the mirror. That's why I was smiling so hard a minute ago. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but...
Yeah, man. I'm smart. Yep. Yeah, so I've had some incredible help. I didn't come up with this by myself. I have some cool mentors and coaches and friends that help me with this. But yeah, it's the mirror effect. It's on purpose. Because everything is a reflection, right? There we go again with the reflection.
Exactly.
All right, my friend. What's been your biggest takeaway from today's session?
Self-expression is my core emotion.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I've been dealing with. Like, I wanted to switch from love to something deeper. I wanted to go from love to peace, right? But I just thought that that's something that's further, it's deeper, and that will serve the world a little better. Because what's like love can change over time, and within your relationships, depending on what happens, especially with your significant other. But peace is something that cannot be taken away from you. So maybe it has to go love, self-expression, peace. But that's just a journey we're gonna.
All right, I'm gonna help you get clear on this real quick. So we got love, peace, and self-expression. Yes.
Yes.
If you had love, but you couldn't have self-expression, which one would you choose?
Love.
If you had love, but love, peace. Okay, if you had love, but you couldn't have peace, which one would you choose?
Peace.
Okay. If you had peace, but you couldn't have self-expression, which one would you choose?
Peace.
So peace is your core value.
Peace is the core value, self-expression is the core emotion? Or am I doing too much? Because you switched it just now.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, the core emotion. Yeah, so peace will be the core emotion that it's a feeling. You know what I mean? Peace is a feeling, whereas self-expression it's a value. I let you play with that. I let you play with that, but I just want you to reflect to you in terms of what's important. Peace is as ranking higher to you than love and expression.
I feel like it went from my journey so far, and it goes from here to here to here to here in terms of time frame. First, it was pain, drove everything I did. I didn't want to feel it anymore. Then it was success. That was a shorter time in life. Just recently, it was love, and I discovered that when we had the breakthrough session, that was a big problem that was holding me back. And now it's like it was even shorter, like trying to get into peace right now. I didn't think I would change it by the end of the year because I literally just discovered like I love to be incorporated into everything that I do. So I feel like enlightenment. We're getting there.
Dude, that's a really cool reflection, dude. Yeah, things are shifting, right? From getting out of pain into love and self-expression, and then just fucking peace where there's nothing needs to be
pain,
done at
success, love, peace.
Powerful. So that's good for you to know. That's powerful for you to know, brother. And when as you think about your ideal client, where they are in their journey, which is you, right? Where they are in their journey, remember to speak to them based on the consciousness level that they have. They may not be looking for peace consciously, so speak to the result. Maybe it is success. Maybe it's getting out of that pain, you know? So just remember
Wow. Wow, that's a big takeaway. Because I can talk to that version of me and all the emotions I felt when pain was driving me or success was.
that. Next level, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Sweet, brother. My invitation to you is take a few moments to jot down the downloads and what I think your art, your way of self-expression is like video, right? So my invitation to you is just like sum up your lesson in a video in a way that you can give it to others.
Oh, yeah. That's
that cool? All right, bro.
Take that away. Like, talk to people. People have certain levels where they're at. There's pain. I'm gonna do something with that because that's so key. I expect to get that key. That's a key.
Go use the key and unlock the doors for success and love and peace. All right, brother. I'm proud of you. I'll see you on our next mastermind call.
I'm Arrow. Peace.
Peace.